Okay, Mattel, you got me. I mean, I would never have ever thought to release a statue, a gargoyle, from the Cars 2 movie and call it Cargoyle. I mean, it fits perfectly. I think it's an incredibly unique and awesome release. I'm so disappointed that it got canceled, but nonetheless, I'm very grateful to have these two prototype pieces in my collection. And of course, welcome back to Canceled Car Tuesday on the Disney Docket channel. We took a break for a few weeks and we are back at it. And yes, today we will be taking a look at Cargoyle. I have a finished prototype and then I have a semi-finished prototype here on the left. We'll be comparing them along with a couple other cool things like you can see there. Yeah, stay tuned to see that. But yeah, a little background on Mr. Cargoyle here. He was going to be in the entirely canceled series for 2017, Mater Gets Knighted. We know that he was going to be in a 2-pack with just regular Mater, which doesn't make sense when you see that also in the series, we were going to get a funny face Mater. And I think it would have been perfect, even though they didn't really appear in the same scene. They were honestly just a couple seconds apart, though, if they included Cargoyle and Funny Face Mater in the same 2-pack. So you can kind of kill two birds with one stone. But we know Mattel, they're kind of, profit maximizing firm, understandably so. So yeah, we know those three releases for sure were going to be in the series. And although it wasn't confirmed, it was more than likely that this canceled queen with Ariel, which is what she actually knights Mater with, would also be in the series. I mean, obviously, it would definitely have been in there. And yeah, it's very unfortunate that the series got canceled. It will have likely come out sometime in like April to May of 2017. But as we know, Cars 3 came barreling in and pretty much shot down a bunch of the cool releases from that early spring mainline. But yeah, like I said, I was able to get these. I'm very grateful. I got them off eBay. I know a lot of people ask, Disney Docket, how do you get canceled cars? I got this one from eBay, and this one actually came from a trade. But yeah, I mean, eBay is really where you have to go, and you can message me on Instagram or Twitter, or you can email me at disneydocket@yahoo.com. If you want to hear a little bit more, I can give you some of the interconnections. But yeah, without any further ado, we're going to get right into it here with his appearance. He's actually super easy to spot. He's right front and center in this scene right here. You can see him down there at the bottom, and it's actually really cool. I mean, he looks awesome, and I think they did a phenomenal job recreating him. Although his expression doesn't quite match that. You can't really see that he has eyes on the diecast here. I mean, you can, and we'll take a look, but it just looks a little bit more defined there. And who knows, maybe the actual release would have had more of an expression. These are just prototypes after all. And I just want to make a quick comment. I think it would have been so cool if they released that gold statue at the top of the fountain there as like a super chase. I mean, like, wouldn't that be amazing? You get a normal statue in a 2-pack. And then as a super chase, you can get this golden Cargoyle. I mean, isn't that just, the pinnacle? I mean, I think that's awesome. But unfortunately, we didn't even get the regular one. So we were probably very far away from even getting that one. But regardless, though, maybe in the future. I mean, they're uncanceling a lot of cars. So I wouldn't put it past them to uncancel Mr. Cargoyle. So yeah, we're going to kind of compare these two and go through them simultaneously here. The main difference is that the base and actually all the plastic pieces on this version are not painted, whereas they are painted on the finished version. It's pretty, simply to explain. Pretty simple to explain here. Everything that you see is unpainted and is just gray is plastic. So that is this tire here that's kind of sticking out as holding this spear. I don't know really what it would be called, honestly. And the wings actually did get painted, and they are plastic. You can kind of move them around there. They're a flexible plastic, but, if you have one of these, be careful. It is a pretty simple, design here as well. Just a screw. You could unscrew this bad boy and take them apart. Again, not recommended, but somebody's done it before. You know who you are, so... I mean, I'm not going to do that because it scares me. But yeah, on this version, you can see it's all painted in this very tarnished, worn down, just weather damaged stone here. I don't know what material this would have been. Obviously some sort of stone that was carved, and it just looks so realistic to an actual statue. That's why I really do love this release here, or unreleased rather. And it does look really good when everything is said and done. I mean, this looks cool, but you can see how much better it looks when it's all painted. You can see how the tire and that stick, I'm just going to call it a stick, are painted. They don't look that much different though, but they are painted. The tire in the back here is metal. It's a part of the main body here. But this guy is pretty light after all. He's pretty small. You know what? I'm going to compare him to Mr. McQueen here. I mean, I thought he was going to be much bigger, but he is quite small. But I would assume it makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't imagine these being that big, just by looking at them in the movie. And there are a ton of Cargoyles, quote unquote, in the movie at Porta Corsa. I'll toss a little pic there on the screen. And they all do kind of look like this, but they all are slightly different. And, the color stone that was used and just kind of the pose of the guy with the car. This is like an old kind of 1920s car. So you can see there you have the headlights and the grille. That looks kind of like a mouth there, I would assume. But yeah, just appreciate this, really weathered design. Rustic, tarnished. Very, very cool. And so now you can kind of see the eyes there. They are indented, just barely. There and there. Very hard to spot, but they are indeed there. My favorite part of these Cargoyles are the wings, though. I mean, I love that they made them like a kind of flexible plastic. I shouldn't even be doing this right now, but you can kind of make it seem like they're flying away like an angel car. Just really cool to think about. I mean, this really is a universe expanding type of release that, I don't know, just makes you think about where these came from, what they represent, and it makes you think about the history of the Cars universe and how it parallels the real world. So I think that's really cool. And again, makes me sad that this guy didn't get released. But yeah, you have some details back here for like the bumper and the trunk latch. Let's compare the bases here. You can see Disney Pixar made in China, PDW 35 at Mattel, or copyright Mattel, and then 1186 MJ, 1 and L. Yeah, they're the same. They do be the same though. One other interesting thing is that I don't know if this is like a chip or whatever. It probably is. But this guy has like a little mark up here that, I mean, it looks fine. I mean, he's got a mark there too and there that makes it look, I mean, perfectly normal just based on the damage of a, statue that's outside probably for, hundreds of years. Although, I mean, it really couldn't have been out there for hundreds of years because these cars, had to have been invented around like 1910 to 1920. So, like 100 years. But if, we're thinking about real life, the statues would have been around for a long time just because they'd be of real people and significant figures from, the British Empire, which in 1910, 1920, those figures, yeah. There was nobody from 1910 to 1920 from the British Empire or whatever that they would make statues of. In the real life, the statues would have been from long ago, but obviously it really can't be that way for the Cars universe. So again, like I'm just talking about right now, it really makes you think, like, what is the deal with these? What do they represent? Who are they for? I don't know. It's really interesting to think about. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. By the way, the eyes aren't as visible on the prototype of the prototype, but they still are there. The mouth, you can see how his lip kind of curls up there, so I would assume that's the mouth. We're going to pull up the entire gang here for London in a second, but I teased you guys with the Statue of Liberty custom. I want to show him off because it's the only other statue I have. And of course, I did a review on him a couple years ago, and I'll link that in the description below and the card suggestion pop-up in the top right-hand corner. This was made by 4-Wheel Drive 7, and it appeared in the Cars Storyteller's book. It's not quite the same as the Statue of Liberty that appeared in the Planes movie, but because this appeared in a canon Cars book, you know, I would give a little bit more credibility to this, but I don't know, honestly. So yeah, here's the massive tower for it. Again, check out that video for more details, but I mean, these are both so cool. Really wish we got releases of these. Just amazing job here on this custom. One of my absolute favorite customs of all time, just based on how unique it is. Of course, he used a Lizzie and a bunch of other parts, like a book and the torch and the hat here with all the spikes. And of course, he did a nice job rusting it out there and tarnishing it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. The support you've been giving me lately has been incredible. If you guys missed my live stream on Sunday, you can either watch it on replay, or you can wait until mid-June for when I do another live stream. I'm going to try to do them every month. But yeah, I mean, that live stream was incredible. If you were there, you know why it was incredible. I mean, it was, wow. Shout out again to Mark Centrowitz. I remember you. I will remember you for my entire life for what you contributed to the stream that day. But yeah, here we got the entire London gang. Got the bobbies out, got some bystanders, got some of the guards. Oh yeah, we're looking good. We're looking real nice. Let me know in the comment section below, who is your favorite London car? Sergeant High Gear, maybe Andy Gearsdale, maybe it's the Queen, maybe you're fond of the Cargoyle like myself. I will see you guys on Thursday for another video. I'm very excited for it. I think it will be Throwback Thursday, but again, I don't remember what I scheduled for. But either way, it'll be a fun video. See you guys then. Bye now.